Councilmember Berdetta Hodge from the city of Tempe. And I just want to, first I'm going to give you a hug when I get a chance, because I'm also a governing board member and you inspire me. Something you just...
I'll be too tight. I feel like that might be dangerous.
No. I'm a good hugger. So my thing is, my son is right here. My son right there. Love him. He's my inspiration. I would like to say in the Black community, sometimes we always talk about we need to look up to our elders. But I think in this time in our generation, how do we get to understanding that our elders need to look down to our children, because we can learn from them. But as I've always taught, you got to respect your elders. You got to listen to what your elders said. You got to do. I want you to give us an understanding that I think we can. The teachers need to become the learners, and I think that's what makes us grow. So I just want your intake on that, and I'm also going to get up off that chair and give you that hug I want.
Dr. Tillman, can I give you a 2-for-1? Make it easy. I'll give you a 2-for-1 with that. Ladies and gentlemen, Councilman Berdetta Hodge. Yes. I have 2 comments really quickly, and then I'm going to add on to what Councilmember said. Number 1, mentorship is very important, so I'm really happy that you talked about it. And I just want to highlight that in this room, you don't see 3 generations of leaders. Mentorship relationship. My mentor, Mayor Corey Woods, is standing right back there in the back of my team. So I think mentorship is so important. And the way that you talk about your grandmother, the Honorable Dorothy Jean Tillman, I hope one day, if I'm fortunate enough to have a granddaughter, they can talk about the Honorable Berdetta Hodge. The exact same. Just so beautiful. So, as you talk about, as you answer my mother's question about leadership and generational leadership and how do you navigate those waters, very treacherous waters at that, please tell us, how do you tell your story? How can we support you? How can we amplify your message? How can we lift you up? What more can we be doing to put you on every platform that we possibly can around the country and around the globe? Because your voice needs to be heard, because you matter. Thank you.
Her lecture, no, just kidding.
Okay, well, like Dr. Hassan said, a lot of the things that I touched on today had to do with communication. And one of the base lines to communication is respect. If a person doesn't feel respected, then communication just won't flow naturally like as it should. And so I think that is an important thing to remember when it comes to intergenerational communication, is that the same way you're trying to teach this youth to respect adults and to respect their elders, to respect different people, you have to lead by example. You have to show them to do the things that you want them to do. So if you talk to them any kind of way, or you talk to your peers as an adult any kind of way, then they aren't going to, have that same professional, respectful relationship with you. They aren't going to see you that way. If you let that veil drop, and if you're being hypocritical, then you can't be a leader like that way. And so you can't really teach anybody truly that way if you aren't, kind of following your own rules and your own teachings. And I feel like I've answered the first half of the question.
You did.
And in terms of the second half of the question, I feel like the first part of what you said was more of a statement, but touching on that, I'm a very sentimental person, so I very deeply believe in things like legacy and tradition. And so I believe that just making sure that even if you can't fill the shoes by yourself that came before you, untying the laces and removing the tongue and putting your foot and your sister's foot in together and putting them together, whatever you have to do to keep the legacy going, always making sure you're cutting the vines down off of the side of the house, paying the taxes on it, and taking care of whatever your family left for you is important.
You got to pay the taxes.
Teaching that is very important. Legacy is important because it's important for you to have something to give to generations to come. But I think in terms of supporting me, I would say that going to my website, dorothyjeans.com, would be the best way to see everything I have going on and the best ways that you can support me. But also talking to my mom, she manages everything I do. So.
I'm going to say what she won't say. The real reason I'm here is because I'm her unofficial speaker rep. She speaks this well because she's actually a professional speaker. There's a whole nother story that'll come out soon about her and her mother, about what it took to finance this academic journey. Because this system is not set up for scholarships and fellowships for minors who are pursuing advanced accelerated education at this level. So I'm going to say, book her.
All right, that's all you have to say.